more popular, Goku or Saitama? So here's an interesting one. Between Goku and Saitama, who do you think is more popular? Note that we aren't talking about who is stronger or who can beat Goku though. No, we aren't talking about any of that. Rather, who is more important? Now you must be thinking, what kind of weird question is that? Like, isn't Goku obviously more popular than Saitama? Well, yes, but actually no. Popularity isn't so black and white. It isn't just about being famous. Let's look into the etymology of this word, and then we'll quickly do an introspection of how the anime community perceives Goku and Saitama. Do not worry, I love both of them and wouldn't be picking any sides.
強大すぎる。俺のパワーを封印する役目を持つ鎧が今砕かれた。
そうか。Going into the root of the word, popular. It comes from a Latin word populus, which essentially means people. In simpler words, anything that is liked by people is popular. Considering this, there is a very strong case for Goku. For the longest time, he has been the face of shonen anime. So many characters were inspired by Goku, and pretty much everyone knows his name. Heck, even the old grandma next door knows about Goku, but she may not know about Saitama. Goku has been around for 4 decades, while it has only been a little over 1 decade when the One Punch Man manga came out. Even less if you consider the release of the anime. The Dragon Ball anime came out in 1984, while One Punch Man came out in 2015. Goku is talked about both inside and outside the anime community, while Saitama barely ever shows up in his own series. It is an interesting contrast. Maybe because Saitama's character is unusual, but when you look at the most favorite anime characters on my anime list, Saitama has more than twice as many votes as Goku. He placed 20th, meanwhile Goku isn't in the top 50. Goku is 52nd. Yes, though conventional logic is on Goku's side, the biggest anime forum site states otherwise. Apparently, an average fan is more likely to prefer Saitama over Goku. For some reason, Dragon Ball is a relic of the past, and although they may still have the respect for it, they like to prefer new things. But then again, my anime list is not so trustable when you consider that fans in the past have definitely tried to amp up their favorite anime characters using bots.
Oh brother, this guy stinks!
This is why, rather than trying to predict who is more liked, let's go a little bit into why they are so well liked in the first place. In Goku's case, it goes without saying, he is the OG shonen anime protagonist. Super Saiyan is without a doubt the most iconic anime transformation of all time. Dragon Ball is a behemoth of a series that hasn't declined in popularity even after 4 decades. There is a reason why the franchise is still dropping sequels after sequels. Goku's character is inspired by Luffy, who's among the top 3 most favorite anime characters of all time on my anime list. In totality, Goku is so well liked because he is simple. He loves to eat, he enjoys training, and always wants to fight strong people. He isn't perverted either. You can't help but cheer him on. And he is the reason why rewatching Dragon Ball Z is always so enjoyable. Though, this also makes him a little hard to relate to because he is always in his element. Then there is Saitama. An ordinary birth or an ordinary life, no special potential whatsoever, just an ordinary person. Through effort alone, he pried open the door of his limits and broke his limiter. You see, Saitama used to be a normal kid who was bored with life. If you go and check out chapter 8.5 of the manga, the labeled 200 yen, it'll show you how things were when he was just 12 years old. Saitama was told off by his teacher and also bullied by his senior. He was so helplessly bored with life that you can't help but empathize with him. Let's be honest guys, how many of us can truthfully say that we aren't in some capacity also bored with our own lives? This makes Saitama relatable. But then, fast forward to a few years later, when Saitama said, "Screw society," beat up a monster, and began his training, everything changed. He continued it for 3 years and became so strong that he could take on any and every opponent and then destroy them with just one punch. By this point, he had no limits.
必殺マジシリーズマジ殴り
As for the training he did, well, every single day he did 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 10-kilometer runs.
Hey, that's pretty good.
He didn't use heating in winter, didn't use cooling in summer. Even when his bones creaked or he felt like he couldn't physically go on any longer, the man persevered and kept on. Just like Goku, he inspires us, but in a different way. After you're done with this video, just go to the YouTube search bar and search for One Punch Man Challenge. You'll see a stupid number of videos by either fitness influencers or just normal people who tried the challenge for the fun of it. Goku is larger than life, but Saitama is more relatable. Maybe this is why he has more favorites on my anime list than Goku. I don't know. What do you guys think? Just who is more popular between Goku and Saitama? If you look at it from a rational standpoint, their popularity varies geographically. If you grew up in a country where Dragon Ball was screened during your childhood, you're more likely to have a preference for Goku. Unless, of course, your preference changed. All in all, one could say that Goku has a bigger following of fans by default. He has been around for so much longer, and Dragon Ball is simply too iconic of a series for him to not be popular. Most fans also believe that Goku is stronger than Saitama because either they aren't up to date with the One Punch Man manga or they can't even begin to comprehend how a normal guy who followed a normal workout routine could in any way be stronger than Goku. Yes, it makes no sense, but then again, a rabbit hole hardly ever makes sense. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say on this. Who is more popular between Goku and Saitama? Though before we end things, I want to ask you guys a different question. Who is your personal favorite? Goku or Saitama? Share your reasons with everyone in the comment section down below. I'm always looking forward to learning more about the preferences of my subscribers. As usual, a like and subscribe will be most welcome, and if you're feeling particularly giddy regarding all the things we talked about in this video, that super thanks button is always ready to be pressed by you at any moment now. Yep, any and all support is genuinely appreciated. And with that said, I'll see you guys on my next video.